Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen, good people of the True Heel Nation. This is your good brother, J News, with another rendition of J News Japan here, covering the shows from Summer Struggle, the tour, August 26th and 27th, combined together with a little bit of news at the end. Let's start this off. August 26th, Wednesday. Match number 1 live at Kurikan Hall. About 33% attendance. They're building up, y'all. They're building up. It's good to see crowds in the arenas. First match was a 6-man tag match. We have the never openweight 6-man tag team champions, Yoshihashi, Tomohiro Ishii, and Hiroki Goto of Chaos versus two of the Young Lions, Yuya Uemura and Yota Tsuji, and Blue Justice himself, Yuji Nagata. This match lasted about 11 minutes or so. I want to say that this match started off the night very well. Good energy from everyone in this match. Yet again, to the points I've made in previous videos, I know that they do the Young Lion system so that guys can go off on their own as individual wrestlers and things of that nature. But I would like to see Yuya Uemura and Yota Tsuji form a tag team, because there were spots in this match when those two guys were clicking on all cylinders and they were trading back and forth tag team tandem maneuverability like nobody's business, and they were flowing like a well-oiled machine, y'all. No greenery, no botches, no nothing. Those two dudes look like they are ready-made pros, and they look like a polished tag team in there. So that's something that I would like to happen, not knowing if it will, but that was a good thing to see. Yuji Nagata, it seems there was a trend here within the last two shows with Yuji Nagata and members of Chaos, especially Tomohiro Ishii. Tomohiro Ishii took it upon himself to straight up disrespect Yuji Nagata. Like, Yuji Nagata was applying, I think it was one of his many armbar submissions onto Yoshihashi, and Tomohiro Ishii just came up off the apron and just started smacking Nagata in the face and on the head with this air of disrespect. I had never seen Tomohiro Ishii do that before, especially to a legend like Yuji Nagata, and it was surprising, a little off-putting, to be quite honest, just because of what Yuji Nagata's been through in the last couple of months, you know, with Minoru Suzuki and things of that nature, how they're showing improving at their age, that they can still do this, and Tomohiro Ishii coming out of left field and just straight up disrespecting him. That was just something that I wanted to mention here in this match that also went over into the 27th as well. But to give you the result, the champs, the never openweight champs, the Chaos faction, won this match over the Young Lions and Yuji Nagata. When the butterfly lock was put on to Yuya Uemura by Yoshihashi. Second match of the night, we had a 8-man tag. It was Master Wato, Hiroshi Tenzan, and the Golden Aces themselves, Kota Ibushi and Hiroshi Tanahashi, versus members of Suzuki-gun, Doki, Yoshinobu Kanemaru, Zack Sabre Jr., and Tai Chi, the Dangerous Tekkers. This match lasted about 10 minutes. I'm not going to call this the best show in the world, but I was highly entertained. All the matches were good. They kept me focused throughout the night for this particular show. I will come out and confess, I think I've mentioned this before on other shows, but sometimes when Japanese commentary doesn't have Milano on it, I turn it off, and I, here in my own solo space, I do commentary myself, and it keeps me involved with the matches. It helps me pace the matches, understand the beats, understand what's going on, and how the matches are worked to a certain extent, and it's cool, and it makes it more fun for me in that sense. To give you the finish here, we had the team of Hiroshi Tenzan, Master Wato, Kota Ibushi, and Hiroshi Tanahashi winning this match over the Suzuki-gun faction. A lot of, to put it bluntly, a lot of shit talking going on between Taichi, Zack Sabre Jr., Kota Ibushi, and Tanahashi after the bell rung. During the match, a lot of back and forth between those guys. There's going to be a special singles match at the August 29th Jingu show between Yoshinobu Kanemaru and Master Wato, so we'll look forward to that. That'll be Master Wato's second singles match, and Hiroyoshi Tenzan is acting as Master Wato's advisor / mentor in New Japan right now, so we'll see how that works out, and Doki is just, the throwing piece at this point. Match number 3, we had the first round of the King of Pro Wrestling 2020. I guess tournament or whatever match. It was Satoshi Kojima versus El Desperado. This match lasted about 14 minutes or so. This particular match had its stipulation. This match was a no finisher stipulation match. So what that means is that Kojima couldn't use the big lariat that he uses to use as his finisher, and El Desperado couldn't use El Pinche Loco to do or finish this match. At the end of it all, it was a great back and forth, a very good match between Kojima and Desperado. And Despy, at one point in the middle of the match, tried to get Kojima to use the lariat, tried to coax him into using the lariat. He didn't do it. The referee was on top of him. But then, towards the end of the match, Desperado just kept on getting Kojima more and more frustrated. At the end of the day, El Desperado finally goaded Kojima. And he tried to hit Kojima. He did hit Kojima with a lariat of his own. But Kojima said, "You SOB, you don't know how to do this." And he turned around and he laid Desperado out with his own lariat. And the referee saw it. And there was a DQ. And Desperado advances to the finals of the King of Pro Wrestling tournament. Match number 2 for the King of Pro Wrestling. This match was about 5 minutes long. It was the comedy match of the night. Yet again, the comedy wrestler extraordinaire outside of Colt Cabana, Toru Yano of Chaos went up against Bushi of Los Ingobernables de Japón. Bushi coming out with new entrance masks these 2 nights. Glow in the dark type things, lit up type things. Very cool, I want to say. So big ups to Bushi on that. This match, the stipulation with this match, first to a 2 count was the winner. So not a 1, 2, 3. If you just got a 2 count, you won the match. And this match was a fast and furious 5 minutes. There was multiple kickouts at one from Yano and Bushi. And at the end of it all, Toru Yano got the pinfall, the 2 count on a roll-up on Bushi. And it was just, I don't even know what to say necessarily. But from what I can recall, I think Yano hit a low blow on Bushi while the referee was turned around, and he was able to roll up Bushi and get the 2 count for the win. Then the third match of the night, another King of Pro Wrestling qualifying tournament match, we had Sho of the Chaos faction, one half of the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Champions, versus my main man, my favorite, of Los Ingobernables de Japón, Sanada. This match lasted about 20 minutes. Ladies and gentlemen, when I tell you that this was an all-out wrestling clinic, this is exactly what it was. It was a submission match between Sho and Sanada. And these guys put on a wrestling clinic of reversals, holds, different variations of different submissions, and things of that nature. Now, Sanada has been winning matches with his Dragon Sleeper submission, which he uses and he grapevines his legs with. But in this particular circumstance, Sanada worked over Sho's leg. I believe it was his left leg the majority of the time during the match. So Sho was selling that, and Sanada eventually won the match with a figure 4 leg lock, and he advanced to the finals. Sho had a great showing, showed off his skills in submission wrestling, a lot of different armbar submissions. Didn't do a Fujiwara armbar, but he did a regular cross leg arm bar straight, trying to straighten out the arm of Sonata during submissions, double wrist locks as well, Kimura locks, and things of that nature. And Sonata was just as fluid and as cold and as cool as the other side of the pillow. Rest in peace, Stu Scott. In this match, and it was just great. It was awesome to see. It was a great 20 minutes. It was the series of matches that Sho and Sonata have had in the last 2 to 3 months. Just proved to me yet again, over and over and over again, that Sonata needs to be, if not number one, 1A, 1B. Like, what's he doing right now, man? No offense to Sho, but geez, man, show Sonata some love. Then, last match of the night, we had the creator of the King of Pro Wrestling tournament here, the Rainmaker, Kazuchika Okada, going up against the Bullet Club. We had Jado, Gedo, and Yujiro Takahashi, the Tokyo Pimp, in a 3 versus 1 handicap match. Obviously, folks, what does this say to you? If you're a New Japan Pro Wrestling fan, you know one thing. Kazuchika Okada created this tournament. Kazuchika Okada is probably going to win this tournament. Because, goddammit, he was not going to lose against 3 of the B team members of the Bullet Club. And that's exactly what happened. Kazuchika Okada overcame the numbers game, and Okada won with the Cobra Clutch when he applied it on Gedo. At the end of it, it was about 15 and a half minutes to go through this match. Jado did get his licks in with his cane. Gedo also took out the leather strap, and he whooped Kazuchika Okada during this match. Yujiro Takahashi had the upper hand at one point during this match, just dogging down Kazuchika Okada, but Kazuchika Okada came back, he crawled back, and he eventually won this match, as he should have or was going to, because why would Kazuchika Okada lose a match to anybody in the Bullet Club? So that was the end of the first night. Very solid night on the 26th. Now to talk about the results for the 27th. I was a little bit skeptical about the matches on the 27th because some reshuffling had to be done. So the first match of the night, I want to say, I don't know what the consequence or what the outcome of this match is going to be. Not what the finish was, but what the outcome is. So, first match of the night, Young Lion versus Young Lion. Yota Tsuji versus Yua Uemura. This match lasted about 9 minutes. They had more energy in the tag match on the 26th than they had in their singles match here. We usually see Young Lions go up against one another. Like in the Young Lions Cup when they're fitting to graduate and they're ready to go on to the next level and stuff like that. So when Yota Tsuji won this match with the Boston Crab over Yua Uemura, I said to myself, well, what does this do for Yota Tsuji going forward? I didn't see any reports. I didn't see anything in the newsreel on NJPW1972.com. But Yota Tsuji won this match, and it was Yota Tsuji's first win on New Japan Pro Wrestling. I'm not too sure if anybody in New Japan watches or listens to my episodes here on J News Japan. But it seems like they might be doing some developmental stuff with Yota Tsuji at least in New Japan going forward, because they do need bodies for the G1 Climax. And Young Lions, who are going to be in the G1, are going to need to wrestle multiple times during the tournament. And Yota Tsuji is one of their is their strongest candidate, obviously, at this point, making him the winner of this match. But Yua Uemura is no slouch. Gabriel Kidd is hurt, so I'm not too sure what's going to happen there, or if any of the, or if by the time that the G1 Climax does start, if flight restrictions might be lifted. Who knows what's going to happen? But this was a little bit of a surprise to me. So we'll see as to what happens going forward. Second match of the night on the 27th, we had a 6-man tag. It was Hanma, Yuji Nagata, and Satoshi Kojima versus the never openweight 6-man tag team champions, the Chaos Faction of Yoshihashi, Tomohiro Ishii, and Hiroki Goto. This match lasted about 10 minutes or so. Yet again, Tomohiro Ishii, at one point, Yuji Nagata, I believe, had Yoshihashi in some sort of a submission, and he yet again smacked Yuji Nagata in the face, smacked him in the head, completely disrespecting Nagata. Me not understanding what's going on, because Tomohiro Ishii is part of a 6-man tag and he's not doing anything individually right now, but I'm not too sure where the disrespect is coming from. And even at some point during the match, Yoshihashi got involved and he started to disrespect Yuji Nagata, and I'm just not understanding the level of disrespect towards Yuji Nagata right now, being that he is the legend that he is. Hanma did his best and Kojima did his regular Kojima stuff. But the winners of the match were the never openweight 6-man tag team champions, the Chaos Faction of Hiroki Goto, Tomohiro Ishii, and Yoshihashi. When Yoshihashi yet again locked in the butterfly lock, and this time making Hanma tap. And that was the result of that match. Third match of the night, 6-man tag. We had members of Chaos, Sho, Toru Yano, and Kazuchika Okada versus the Bullet Club, Jado, Gedo, and Yujiro Takahashi. Folks, there is nothing to tell here. Chaos won. The Bullet Club falls again. Gedo took the leather strap to Sho. So Sho got his butt whooped in this match. Gedo also had the brass knuckle prop out in this match as well, and he didn't get a chance to use it. That was debunked during the match. Jado used the kendo stick at some point, but Sho got the win with the arm lock crosshold over Gedo. Fourth match of the night, we had members of Los Ingobernables de Japón, Bushi, Sanada, and Shingo Takagi going up against members of Suzuki-gun, Doki, El Desperado, and Minoru Suzuki. This match was to elaborate and to continue to grow these developing storylines between Sanada and Desperado, who are going to be in the finals of the King of Pro Wrestling Fatal 4-Way. Shingo Takagi and Minoru Suzuki, who are going to have a one-on-one match for the never openweight championship at the show at Shingo on the 29th. And unfortunately, Bushi and Doki were the throw-ins. In this match, Sanada got the win with the skull end over Doki. And it seemed that towards the end of the match, Minoru Suzuki was usually causing some havoc, took out a chair, even slightly hit Shingo Takagi in the head with that chair after the match was over, creating more of that drama and that, reckless abandonment that Minoru Suzuki works with, heading into the show at Shingu on the 29th. Sanada and El Desperado had words after the bell rung where Despy was just talking a whole lot of crap and trying to get into Sanada's head, as he continuously always pointed to his head while he was on the outside talking shit to Sanada. And then the fifth match of the night, we had a 6-man tag. We had Master Wato, Kota Ibushi, and Hiroshi Tanahashi, the Golden Aces, up against Yoshinobu Kanemaru, Zack Sabre Jr., and Taichi of Suzuki-gun. This match lasted about 12 minutes or so. Decent match. More of the development of the feud between Master Wato and Yoshinobu Kanemaru. The beginning of this match, usually Suzuki-gun gets the jump on the opposing team. This was more of an even more stark jump. Yoshinobu Kanemaru, Master Wato entered the ring. Kanemaru was already in the ring, attacked Yoshinobu Kanemaru before Kota Ibushi and Tanahashi could even get past the entrance curtains and stuff like that. And Zack Sabre Jr. and Taichi ran from the back and attacked Kota Ibushi and Tanahashi to start the match. Ultimately, though, the team of Tanahashi, Ibushi, and Wato won this match. Tanahashi with a lovely high fly flow on Yoshinobu Kanemaru to get the pin. More shit talking after the bell was rung between the Dangerous Techers and the Golden Aces in reference to those IWGP Heavyweight Tag Team Championships. They will be battling it out at the show at Shingu on the 29th for those straps. And then the last match of the night, the main event of the night, we had a special tag team match between members of Los Ingobernables de Japón, Hiromu Takahashi and Tetsuya Naito versus Taiji Ishimori and Evil. of the Bullet Club. Folks, you know, Hiromu Takahashi is going to go up against Taiji Ishimori at the show in Jingu on the 29th. Tetsuya Naito has his rematch against Evil at Jingu as well. Takahashi looked good, Naito looked good for the majority of the match, but the finish, man, it did not bode well for Los Ingobernables de Japón at all. Evil hit everything is evil on Hiromu Takahashi, got the pin on Takahashi, and it doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel good for LIJ right now. It doesn't feel good for Naito and Takahashi. They might not, neither of them might not step away with a win going into the big show at Jingu. So, folks, we have what the schedule is going to be. The big show at Jingu on the 29th. Just to give you the match lineup. The first match, we're going to have Master Wato versus Yoshinobu Kanemaru. Second match of the night is going to be a tag match. It's going to be the final four-way match. It's going to be Toru Yano of Chaos, Kazuchika Okada of Chaos versus Sanada of Los Ingobernables de Japón and El Desperado to crown the new King of Pro Wrestling champion for the year 2020. And that's going to be traditional Fatal 4-Way rules. Third match of the night is going to be for the Never Openweight Championship. Shingo Takagi versus Minoru Suzuki. This is going to be Takagi's fourth defense. Fourth match of the night is going to be for the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship. Taiji Ishimori versus the champion Hiromu Takahashi of Los Ingobernables de Japón. Then the fifth match of the night, we're going to have that match for the IWGP Heavyweight Tag Team Championships. It's going to be the Golden Aces, Kota Ibushi and Hiroshi Tanahashi versus the Dangerous Tekkers, Zack Sabre Jr. and Taichi of Suzuki-gun with their first defense of their Tag Team Championships. And then the main event, the sixth match of the night, live outside at Jingu Stadium. It's going to be the walking manga character himself, Tetsuya Naito, former double champ, versus the current double champ, Evil, the new head of the Bullet Club. So that, folks, is going to be your lineup for August 29th at Jingu Summer Struggle. We've got more stuff leading in to the rest of the week. We got some, I'll give you the preview for New Japan Strong, which is going to be airing Friday night, August 28th, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on NewJapanWorld.com and also Fight TV. So keep that locked in. So we're going to have the first match of the night was going to be Brody King of Villain Enterprises versus the newly revealed, returning Haiku Leo of the Bullet Club. Flip Gordon, the mercenary, another member of the Villain Enterprises team, versus Switchblade Jay White, another barn burner. That might be. And then the last match of the night, it's going to be the challenge for the contract for the IWGP US Heavyweight Championship, the right to that contract. It's going to be Mr. Athletic himself, former Matanza Cueto, Jeff Cobb, versus the living legend of Strong Style, member of Bullet Club, Kenta. That's going to be your episode of New Japan Strong this Friday night, August 28th at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This is setting up the Fighting Spirit Unleashed tour here in the U.S. For New Japan of America. Special announcement made. September 4th will see the debut of one Fred Rosser. So next Friday's episode of New Japan Strong is going to see the debut of Fred Rosser, formerly known to us as one half of the guys who used to make millions of dollars. You know what I'm saying? But he's gonna be debuting on NJPW Strong next Friday. Fred Rosser, Mr. No Days Off, is gonna have his first match on New Japan Strong. So that's a bit of news for everybody there as well. And there's a special featurette video interview with PJ Black and Kevin Kelly that's going to air before the matches take place on NJPW Strong on Friday night. So, folks, yet again, it's been one hell of a week for me. Always here to wrap it up for you guys. Always remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe to the True Heel Heat YouTube channel. Make sure to stay safe, be good to one another, and take care of yourselves. This has been your good brother J News with another rendition of J News Japan. It's been a good one, y'all. I'll see you guys for the review of NJPW Strong. And we're going to have a round table discussion, a round table podcast recording with other members of the True Heel Nation, my good brother SP3. And I don't know who else is going to be joining us for the show at Jingu. But that's going to air sometime during the next week. We're going to record that on Saturday. So look forward to that as well. It's been real, folks. As always, much love. And stay wrestling fan, folks. I'm out. Peace.